Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel for another story time. Everybody's favorite. This is the first time I recorded like in my room at school, so yeah. I was supposed to make this story time so many times. I even made one in here, but like this is kind of like a hard topic to talk about because I don't really like talking about my feelings to like other people, especially not publicly. And I don't like talking about my feelings like how I feel about somebody and not saying it to them. Like I don't like saying it to nobody else. So it was kind of like I could never like get it right. But I mean, I guess now is the time, right? I guess. And don't mind my bed because I was just laying in it, so that's why it's not made up. But yeah. So let's get into the video. All right, so I met this guy like my freshman year of college, like my first semester. It was around like September. No, it was like August, September, sometime like that. Yeah, it was actually August. So the thing is, he hit me up on this app called Jack or whatever. So I was already talking to somebody prior to him. So it's kind of like, and I don't know why I still had the app on my phone. Like, cause I wasn't, cause the guy that I was talking to, we had an understanding like, it was just like, it was just me and him talking, but like I didn't talk to, like we didn't talk to other people, but we just didn't have a title, but we wasn't dating, but you know, y'all know what I mean. Y'all know how that go. So it was just like I was just talking to him, but I don't know why I still had the app on my phone because it's not like I really would respond to the other guys that would hit me up on there. But oh, bitch, yeah. So anyway, so there was this guy. All right, that's bad. So anyway, yeah. So this guy, he would like hit me up from time to time, but like since I was already talking to the guy that I was talking to, I would respond, but like when he would like try to like go as far as like hanging out and chilling or whatever, I would like always make up an excuse. So in the midst of me, why does this keep moving? In the midst of me like playing around with him, right? He ended up fucking my friend, but he didn't know that we was friends though. So, cause he like met my friend off Jack or whatever. So the day that they fucked or whatever, my friend like my school takes us to Walmart every Wednesday. So my friend like came back and he came on the bus or whatever, and I seen this little car that he got out of. So I was like, who was that? And he was like, oh, I'll tell you later. So I'm like, okay. So we come back from Walmart or whatever. So we in my room, you know, I'm laying down, my friend sitting down, whatever. So I was like, oh, yo, you never told me about who that was. And he was like, oh, that was this boy. We're going to call him Jay. Because he always calls, well, we used to call me Jay, so we're going to call him Jay. That's actually how I came up with my YouTube name. But yeah, anyway. So he was like, oh, his name was Jay. He like telling me where he from, what he want to do in life, what school he go to, how old he is, what kind of car he drive, and everything. Giving me the whole little rundown. And in my head, I'm just like, oh my God, like, this is the boy that's been like hitting me up. So I wasn't being messy, but I wanted to make sure before I just like said something. So I was like, is this him right here? And I showed him the picture of him. And he was like, oh my God, Josh, how do you know him? And I was like, we've kind of been, we wasn't talking, but like, I was like, we've been texting for, you know, some days now. And he was like, oh my God. And I was like, but you know what, since you seem like you really like him, like you really into him, I'm gonna just block him. So he was like, all right, just block him. So I was like, all right. So I told him, I was like, I gotta block you because and the thing was, he literally hit me up right after he dropped my friend off. Like right after. So I was like, I gotta block you because, you know, you just fucked my friend. So he was like, something like about my friend telling his business. And I'm like, you're not telling your business, like, because our school is really not big. And then it was only a few of us that were actually gay. So it was kind of like, he wasn't telling his business. He was just, you know, it wasn't like how he thought. And he was that's why he was like thinking like that. Like he was just telling his business, but it wasn't like that. So anyway, I just blocked him, right? And just months went by, didn't even think about him. So I do this little thing, like if I blocked you like in the beginning of the year, Like I'll unblock you at the end of the year, so you can have a whole new start with me. So, and mind you, we was like texting on Kik because he had gave me his Kik. So I go to Kik or whatever, and I unblock his Kik or whatever, and like he sent me one message, and he was like something like lame ass bitch or something. I don't know, some shit he said. And then the other one, he was like, oh, I saw you today and I was gonna speak, but I was like, never mind. So I kind of got a little scared because I'm like, where did you see me at? Like, are you stalking me? And he was like, oh, I saw you at your school. And I'm like, at my school, like, because you go to a school all the way on that side of Miami. Like, what are you doing over here? And he was like, oh, it was this thing. When Hillary Clinton and what Donald Trump was running against each other. I really forgot his name. They was running against each other for presidency or whatever, and a bunch of celebrities came to my school. It was like T.I., Rick Ross, Pusha T, Gucci Mane, and a few others or whatever. So he had came to that, and he was like, he saw me, but he didn't. He was gonna speak to me, but he wasn't. And I was like, oh, why you didn't? And he was like, because. And I was like, because what? And he's like, because you was with a bunch of faggots. And I was like, but then you fuck one of them faggots? Like, what are you saying? And he was like, LOL, no. And I was like, LOL, yes, you did. Like, and he was like, no, I didn't. I was like, yes, you did. And I was like, you don't gotta lie. Like, dude already told me. Like, I know, like, that you fucked him. So he basically was saying, like, it was just like a one-time thing. Like, they wasn't, like, really into each other like that. It was just one time. So I was like, okay. So then he was like, yeah, but you missed out. And I was like, missed out on what? And he was like, on me, nigga. And I was like, oh, my bad, I guess. Like, I didn't know what to say. So he was like, yeah. And then we just was like, kept talking. And he was like, so when me and you gonna chill? And I was like, I mean, because the thing is, like, it's not that, and mind you, this was at the time when I unblocked him. This is when I just stopped talking to the guy that I was ignoring him for. I had just stopped talking to that guy. So I was like, I guess when I like come back to Miami, because mind you, when I unblocked him, we was on Christmas break. So I was home where I'm from, and then he was home where he was from. So he was like, all right. And you know, we texted a little bit over the break, but not that much. But then when I got back to Miami, I texted him and I was like, I'm back in Miami. And he was like, all right. So he was like, you want to chill? And I was like, I guess. And he was like, what you want to do when we chill? And I was like, chill. Like, what else? And I was like, what you want to do? And he was like, I ain't gonna lie, I want to fuck. And I ain't gonna lie, it's not that I didn't want to, I couldn't. Yeah, I'll go into detail about this in a whole other video because I don't really want to talk about it in here because that's like a whole nother story. So anyway, I was like, I don't really want to, but like, I mean, I'll try because like I said, it really wasn't that I didn't want to. It was really, I physically could not have sex. Like, I could not do it. Like, I really couldn't. So he came and got me or whatever. You know, we was chilling or whatever. And then, you know, we was just talking or whatever when we went at his house or whatever. So then he was like, all right, let's go to the room. We're gonna go to sleep. So like my little gullible ass really thinking we really finna go to sleep. Like I'm like, oh, he don't wanna fuck no more. So like I'm really thinking we about to go to sleep. So we in the bed or whatever, watching a movie. Mind you, both of our eyes is closed. So like I'm thinking like we really about to go to sleep. This nigga was filling up on me and shit, and I was like, oh God, here it goes. So like he was like when he was like tossing my salad, like I said, I physically couldn't have sex. So like it was hurting so bad. Like it hurt so bad. And then like he started like trying to like put his like dick in there, and I was like, it like hurts. Can you like stop? And he was like, bruh, come on, bruh, stop playing. You act like a virgin and shit. And I'm like, I'm not acting like a virgin. That shit really just hurt. And he was like, bruh, it's not even in. I'm like, listen to me. It hurts. Like, trust me, it hurts. It's like for real, like dead ass. So he got mad and was like, bruh, if you gonna keep playing, I'm gonna call an Uber. And I'm like, for what? Like, is that deep? And he was like, bro, I'm finna call an Uber, bro, because you playing. So I'm like, what did you like? Is that deep? Like, you really gotta call an Uber because you that mad? Because I don't want to fuck? Like, what? And mind you, he kept whispering in my ear, bro, I'm not just trying to talk to you just to fuck. So I'm like, if you're not trying to talk to me just to fuck, why are you getting so mad? I don't understand, but whatever. So he ended up calling the Uber or whatever. And he still was like hugging on me and like kissing on me and shit. He was like, it's all right. I still like you even though you playing. And then like when the Uber came, he told me to like hit him up when I get back to the school or whatever. So like after that, we still kind of like communicated like here and there. But it was like he would like really like be dry texting me and shit. And then one day he was just like, hey, don't write me no more. And I was like, okay, like, bye. So then we ain't talked for like a month. No, it wasn't even a month. It was like maybe it was like 3 weeks, almost a month. It was almost a month. So in the midst of that, whatever, right? In that little month, in that little almost a month period, like it was this little gay boy that we both was following at the time, and the boy liked his picture. And you know, like how on Instagram you can see like the picture that your followers liked or whatever. So when I went to it, I'm like, wait a minute, is this the boy that called the Uber for me? Like, so I followed him. So I was like, I wonder if he like still like remember me or whatever, because I had like completely forgot about it since we had stopped talking. So I had followed him and he followed me back, but then he unfollowed me and he said he don't remember that, but I remember. But whatever. So then like 2 weeks after that, he had hit me up on Kick and he was like shaking my head, and I'm like, what's up? And he was like, chilling. And I'm like, cause he told me not to talk to him, so I'm like, what made you like hit me up? Like, you told me not to talk to you no more. And he was like, oh, I just thought about you. I was like, oh, I was like, I was gonna hit you up, but you told me not to talk to you, so I just never did. And he was like, cause you tried the hell out of me. And I was like, get off that. And he was like, am I flexing though? And I was like, did I say you was? Like, chill out. So, we just was texting whenever. I was like, next time, since I can have sex, I was like, so next time I want, like, I can actually, like, do it. Like, I'll actually let you fuck. So he was like, well, shit, you want to do it now? And I was like, I guess. Like, what's up? So he was like, all right, he was going to come or whatever. So he started saying all this little cute shit, right? Let me read it to you. He was like, well, I'm like 30 minutes away because I had to fill up. So see you in a minute, Joshua. You going to be my boyfriend one day. You just don't know it. And like, I just said okay to the part where he was like, I'm 30 minutes away because I got to fill up. Like, he sent the last part about you going to be my boyfriend at the last minute. So when I said okay, he was like laughing my ass off. That's it. And I really didn't know what to say because like, that just came out of nowhere. Like, the fuck? And then I was like, LOL, let me know when you're ready for me to be. And he was like, you just want to fuck, buddy. Laughed my ass off, but it's straight. And all right, nigga, LOL, I'm dead ass. And I was like, LOL, I don't. And I was like, I want a boyfriend one day too. Like, you really like might be my boyfriend one day, like for real. And he was like, I've been knowing you for a minute now. You was one of the first people I met when I moved down here. It's the reason we stayed in contact with each other. Just stop playing. Like, you wouldn't even let me fuck the first time, and I respect that. Gotta keep you around. And I'm like, I'm not playing, I swear. And I was like, LOL, yeah. I was like, LOL, yeah, I gotta keep you around too. And he was like, just don't stop talking to me after we fuck. So I was like, I won't do that. And he was like, promise, I'm willing to be serious if you are. Give me all of you and I'll do the same. And I was like, I promise I won't. And I was like, I am, just as long as you are. And he was like, we gonna see Joshua. And I was like, yeah, we're gonna see Jay. So after that or whatever, he came and got me. And, we went to his house and, we was talking and all that or whatever. And then, of course, we, like, had sex, of course, because, he was horny. So then, like, after that, like, the next day, he was, like, texting me. And then he just, like, stopped texting me. So then I'm like, I had texted him, like, twice over the weekend because I had went home that weekend. So I had messaged him on Snapchat because he told me to add him on Snapchat. So when I text him on Snapchat, I'm like, what's up with you? Like, you ain't fucking with me no more? Like, I just text you and you're not texting back. And he was like, oh, my bad. I keep kick. He said he keep kicking, like, I don't know, some shit, like he don't check kick or something. And he's like, this is my number, text me. So I text him whatever, and we was texting. And after that, like, it's like, I don't know. it just seemed like I would always have to text him first. Like, not necessarily saying that's a problem because it's really not, but it's just like, because I can really count on like, I can count on these two fingers how many times he's ever hit me up first. And I meant two hands. I said two fingers. But and the thing is, it was like as time went on, because we kind of like talked for like a few months. It's kind of like, I don't know, like as time went on, it's like he would like dry text me, and like the conversation would be like shorter and shorter. Like I wasn't really fucking with it. So one night I had got drunk. I had like 7 shots because you know I'm a lit bitch. So I had like drunk texted him, and I was like basically saying, oh, actually before I get into that, let me get into the first time he lied to me. So one day he lied to me saying he was going to his little hometown or whatever for the weekend. No, he actually told me what week he was going, but he said his cousins was coming down the weekend before. So I had like completely forgot that he told me about like his cousins. I knew he was going to his hometown when he said, but I forgot about the cousins coming down. Well, the cousins, because I don't really know. I didn't see a family tree or a birth certificate, so cousins. So anyway, this nigga like told me, because I asked him if he wanted to chill one day, and he was like, oh, I'm going to, you know, my hometown. So like I ain't think much of it. Then later that night, because you know, I texted him and I was like, text me when you get there or whatever. Never got a text. So I'm in my friend's well, she's not really my friend, but we cool. But this girl that I know, we was in her room when we was getting drunk, whatever. So you know, like I had 7 shots, so I was like off the wall. So I was on Snapchat in the midst of my, I think it was like my third or fourth shot, not really sure, but I saw him on Snapchat, right? I had watched his story, and I'm like, oh, he made it to, you know, his hometown. So then I don't know why, but something in my drunk mind kept telling me, watch that over again. So I went back to it, scrolled down to his name, and I watched it again. Do y'all know where this nigga was at? In his living room. He was in his living room. He was in his living room. So I was like, did this nigga like really lie to me? Like, what? Like, are you serious? So I had unadded him on Snapchat because I was so upset. I'm like, I cannot believe this nigga lied to me about this kind of dumb shit. Like, that's the shit you lie about? And it's not like, oh, like he lied and then he was with a whole nother person. Like, he was with a group of people. So it's like, okay, you're with your friends or whoever. Like, so why you feel the need to lie? Like, it's not that deep. So then I added him back because I was like, oh no, this bitch got to give me a little explanation because I didn't know. So I said, I thought you was going to, you know, where you're from. What happened? And he was like, oh, my flight got delayed. Mind you, at this point, I'm not even thinking about like him lying. I didn't know I didn't know he was lying yet about the flight being delayed. So I'm like, oh, okay, LOL. Just let it go. So then after that, I had drunk text him and I was like saying like how I feel like, you know, I don't feel like he like really liked me the way he said he liked me, because like the way like when I be hitting him, I always have to hit him up first, and then he be taking forever to reply and shit. And he was like, man, I don't do it intentionally and da 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 da. So then after that, everything was like, I guess it seemed straight, I guess. So then that week, that's when he went to his hometown. So then that's when I put it together, and I'm like, this was actually the weekend the cousins was supposed to come, and they came, and then this was the week that he actually was supposed to go. So I'm like, why did he lie to me? Like, why he didn't just say like, oh nah, my cousin's down here, like I'm trying to chill with them. Like, why you just ain't say that? Like, or you just didn't want to chill at all. Like, it's not that deep, you feel me? So I know he lied the whole time, but I never said nothing about the whole situation. I never brought it up. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I should have said something, but I was like, I'm gonna just leave it alone. So then after that, everything was kind of okay. But then one day we chilled, right? And I like was sucking on his neck like when we was getting ready to have sex. But I really wasn't trying to give him hickey, but I accidentally gave him a hickey. So in the midst of me sucking on his neck, he was like, because I wasn't even sucking it hard. He was like, don't give me a hickey, nigga. And I was like, I wasn't trying to give you a hickey, like, and why, if I gave you a hickey, like, why is so deep? Like, you, he was like really beasting about it. Like, I feel like he was acting like he was beasting about it. So then, come to find out, I actually did give him a hickey. So the next day we was texting and he was like, you put a fucking hickey on my neck. And I was like, my bad, I ain't try to. Like, it's like, why is it such, I just felt like, why is it, I didn't ask him, but like, I just felt like, why is it such a problem if I give you a hickey? Like, cause one of your little boyfriends or one of your little girlfriends gonna see it? Like, you mad about a hickey? Like, cause I'm pretty sure I wasn't sucking that hard. So I'm pretty sure the hickey wasn't no more than this big. So I don't really see why it's that deep, but all right. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you are not already subscribed, make sure that you do that. And make sure that you hit the bell button next to the subscribe button so you are notified when I post future videos.